Oh, hi folks, you just caught me polishing my helmet there. Sorry it's not quite as impressive helmet as Chris Edge's, which of course you'll probably remember from the previous presentation, is big bright blue with a flashing light on top. Hey, the privileges of rank. Anyway, welcome to the new Vampire trains. You're seeing me sitting in one of the carriages of the first train which is in build. The main things you'll notice, and perhaps the most important selling point of the new trains, is my feet are dangling. Whereas before on the old Vampire you wouldn't have been able to see my feet at all, which is probably a good thing. The inspiration for the actual shade was not, in fact, anything to do with the marketing team. It was a bit more like the Dulux advert when those of you who are familiar with Jonathan Barker's shirt that he wore at the emergency planning session, a fine number in gingham, I think you'll agree. Well, the mauve there, that is the shade that was used as the inspiration for these cars. If you believe that, you believe anything. Another thing that marketing will take the credit for about the new Vampire is the reduction of the ride height to 1.1 metres. This is basically, so they say, to enable us to give a guest of the ages 5 to 6 years their first big coaster thrill. In fact, I know the truth behind this move. It was so that since the Clown Coaster was taken out, Russell Barnes actually now has a ride that he can get on with a minimum ride height to suit his fine stature. Right, I better get out of here, Kathy, because if I stand here too long, I think the engineers would like it that way. Oh my goodness me! Oh my God, I've crushed my garlic. Right, here we are down on the main on-load platform of the Vampire. Some of you will obviously notice that the theming is much the same as it used to be. You'll probably notice a fresher look to it. Also, perhaps the biggest change down here is the fact we've now got a set of automatic queue-line gates, which means the rides team can much more safely load our guests than they used to. Anyway, that's quite boring. Kathy, come and have a look at my organ. My organ's been out of use now for approximately 10 years lying dormant, but it's amazing, after a couple of nice young ladies spent 2 weeks going over it with a vacuum cleaner, it's now functioning perfectly. Thank you very much. Right, for those of you who've heard rumours about the fact that we've put 2 new loops into the Vampire track, I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint you. As you probably noticed when you looked at the sky just now, you'll see that the main ride columns in certain areas have now got a notch in them. This is basically because the new trains, now that they have no floors, e.g. your feet are dangling, we need a larger free space envelope to suit these trains, and that's why we've had to notch the columns. One thing I did forget to tell you about the project was that the budget was £1.85 million, which is obviously a significant investment on behalf of the company. And as you can see, a lot of it went into theming. And to support such a major project, you obviously need sponsorship. Now again, this is a fact that not many of you will know, and marketing have kept quite quiet. But we are in fact sponsored by Dracula Imperial Garlic. Come on ladies, do the best for your family, make the choice that counts.